What if there were small things you could do this week to increase your income and profitability of your decorative concrete business? Today, I'm going to share 5 ways to increase your bottom line. My name is Ron Nezat with Decorative Concrete Engine, where we offer business building tips and instruction design to help you launch and propel your decorative concrete business forward. In this video, I'm going to share 5 small changes you could make immediately that will lead to increased income and higher profitability of your decorative concrete business. And be sure to stick around to the end because we're going to dive deep into one of those ideas, sharing exactly what I say to my customers. And keep an eye out for the check engine light. These are bonus tips to keep your decorative concrete engine running smoothly. Let's jump into it. The first thing you should do this week is start blocking out times to return phone calls and go on estimates. For example, this week block out 2 to 3 hours on Tuesday morning before heading out to the job site to go on face-to-face estimates. And maybe block out Thursday afternoon or evening for estimates also. Next week, you might want to change it up. When you return calls, you're trying to set an appointment for the face-to-face estimate, not selling over the phone. Return calls during lunchtime, during drying times, or in between times on those days you have blocked out. You may ask, how exactly does this increase my income? When you keep your marketing funnel full, you don't have a lull in business, so you're staying constantly scheduled and booking throughout the year, meaning you're working more and making more money. The next one is closely related to this one, and it is returning lead phone calls promptly. When you don't answer the phone or you don't return a potential customer's call promptly, they will keep calling contractors until they get an appointment. They will keep searching and you will lose out the chance to get an estimate. And now it's time to check our engine. What is promptly to you? If you think calling a lead back 3 days later is sufficient, I'm telling you, you are losing them. Our goal is to call the lead within 2 to 3 hours and actually schedule an estimate, which you can do if you have chunks of time blocked out ahead so that you know exactly when you're going to set those appointments. Ideally, you should be able to answer the call live. As your business grows, you can do that with staff or back office support, which is a service that Decorative Concrete Engine offers. I will link to that below this video if you're at a place in your business where that's a service you may be interested in. Another solution you may consider is employing a virtual receptionist. A service like Ruby Reception will allow you to purchase bundles of minutes versus our service, which is based on call volume. Our next recommended step is to review your pricing structure. It's the end of 2022 as I'm recording this, and costs have skyrocketed since the pandemic. If you have not reviewed your pricing structure lately, you're eating the cost. And I'm talking significant increases in product and material cost, shipping, and surcharges have often been added to all of it. For example, if you're quoting a garage chip floor, you've probably noticed that diamonds used for grinding and surface prep have increased 20%. Base coats have increased 40%. Flakes and chips have increased 25%. Top coats have increased as much as 40%. Depending on the market you're in, your labor has increased anywhere from 20 to 80%. Fuel costs have probably doubled. If you've not stayed up on these increases and you're still charging 2019 or 2020 rates, you're probably seeing that you have no bottom line profit or actually losing money on each install. So far, we've talked about blocking out time in your schedule each week to return calls and go on estimates, returning potential customers' phone calls promptly, and updating your pricing structure. So now we're ready to move forward to change number 4. Give a price on the spot. Giving a price on the spot and asking for a check in person at the estimate will drastically improve your closing ratio, meaning that you won't need as many estimates to have the same or better outcomes. I've talked to guys thinking they need 10 to 12 estimates per week to generate the volume needed to meet their income goals. But if you increase your closing ratio, you can reduce that number by half. This impacts your bottom line by giving you more time in your schedule to add installations. Stick around to the end because I'm going to go through an example script of exactly what to say to your customer. Finally, we've come to our fifth change to increase your profitability in your decorative concrete business. Schedule out installations. When I say schedule out installations, I mean that you will go on an estimate today and book a job for weeks from now, giving you time to secure supplies and materials for that installation. Profitability comes from managing your inventory. If you're doing an estimate this week and the job is next week, you're paying extra for supplies getting there quickly. I'm talking as much as a 50 to 100% increase in shipping costs to expedite materials. If you're doing that on a regular basis, you're giving money away. But let's say you're scheduling a job 4 weeks out. Now you can order in bulk, pay regular shipping, and get the products from your preferred vendors. It's possible. Right now I have a crew installing 2 jobs a week, and I'm booked every week through the end of February. That's 12 to 16 weeks of booking out work. This means I can place my orders for jobs weeks in advance to avoid shipping delays and product availability issues. And now for that deep dive that I've promised that will equip you to give a price on the spot and get a check for your deposit. When I go out on an estimate, I'm prepared to do a thorough visual inspection. I measure everything and look for what preparation will be needed to complete the installation of the system. I know the systems I offer, and I know how they will solve the customer's hot button issues. I'm asking them for what they are looking for while I'm measuring and walking the project, then I'm customizing the estimate to speak to their hot button issues. I've calculated my system price by the square foot. This per square foot price includes product cost, labor, and profit. This is how I can generate a quote on the spot. Equip yourself with these numbers and head out to your estimate. The day of your estimate, you're going to show up with your binder, your pen and paper, a calculator to calculate your square footage, obviously your measuring device. You're going to walk the project, determine all the prep needed, any additional extra hours, maybe for dealing with trip hazards or extra joints. You're going to take all those numbers, work it up, pen and paper, and give them a price on the spot. The secret is to ask for a deposit on the spot. This is exactly what I cover and tell my customers. I will restate all the benefits of the system now that we've actually calculated the price, walked around, seen the issues that have to be resolved. I will go over the benefits of the system with the customer, restate their hot button issues and how this system resolves those issues, and then give them the actual price. I will tell them the number of days it takes to complete the job and the next available date in our schedule. I'll cover the actual terms of the payment plan and ask for a deposit, telling them that it's $1,000 to lock in this project today for the date that I've stated, and then just stop and let them respond. The key is to let them answer before speaking further. And that's it. That's how you can be ready to give them a price on the spot and ask for a check. And there you have it. 5 ways to increase your bottom line. Changes that you can make this week. Book out time in your schedule each week to return calls and go on estimates. Return potential customers' phone calls promptly. Update your pricing structure. Give a price on the spot. Ask for a deposit, and schedule out installations. Even if you choose to just implement one of these changes this week, it will increase your income. Let us know which change you're interested in trying first in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to our channel for more tips to launch and propel your decorative concrete company forward. And don't forget to check out all the links and the resources down in the description box below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.